Ding, ding. Ooh. Elevator to heaven. Elevator to heaven. Going up. Elevator to heaven.
What is that smell? That is terrible.
Yeah, it's coming from down there, but don't worry about it. That's not for you.
Kind of smells like a middle school field house.
Well, technically, what you're smelling is called brimstone, but that's not for you. 4, please.
4, you mean floor?
No. We stop at only 1 floor. There's a 4 there. We had it installed on the elevator because of the kids, with their texting and stuff. They do hashtag for you, but it's not really a 4. It's not 4. It's not 4. It's not 4. Wow. But it's what God has done for you. So you press the 4, the wheel spins, and where it stops is something God has done for you. Give it a whirl, no pun intended.
Prepared.
Yes, God has prepared a place for you before the foundation of the world. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven, going up. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, going up.
Oh, wow, what is that sound?
No, that's not for you. Come back over here. Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, the high pitch or the low pitch?
Well, now that you say that, both.
Okay, so the high-pitched sound we would call wailing. The low-pitched kind of grindy sound is called gnashing of teeth. Okay,
Sounds
but
like
listen,
physical therapy.
And that's yeah, for real. That's not for you. 4, please.
You said floor?
No, 4.
4.
Okay, look, there's only one button. It's got the number 4 on it. It's like the kids when they text hashtag for you. This is not number 4. It's not 4. It's not 4. Sorry, Mr. Kiffin, it won't happen again. Anyway, so you press the button, the wheel spins, and we see what God has done for you.
Okay.
Ding!
Forgiven?
Yes, you have been forgiven. God has prepared a place for the people who've been forgiven.
Oh, okay.
Elevator to heaven, going up. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven. No, we don't need a car warranty. It's the elevator to heaven. Good night. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, going up. Elevator to heaven.
Ooh, what is that sound? That smell.
Careful.
Yeah. How deep is that?
It goes all the way to the bottom, buddy.
Probably right.
Careful now.
But it'd just be great to know, how deep exactly. I'm curious.
Well, okay, so there's a way to find out. You can drop something in there. I was talking to Kyle Butt. He said if you take 32 feet per second squared and you multiply it by the time that it falls, and then you take the square root of the speed of sound coming back out, and you get a number for how deep it is.
Okay. It'd be cooler if we just threw something in there, I guess.
Okay, I've got a worm.
Oh.
Don't panic, they don't die down there.
Excuse me?
I mean to scare you there.
I'm quite embarrassed, gentlemen. I didn't realize it would take that long. Maybe it doesn't have a bottom. Let's just get on. I'm sorry about that. Listen, that's not for you. And quit calling me about my car warranty. 4, please.
You mean floor? It sounded like you said 4.
No. 4. Like hashtag for you, like the kids do with the texting. And so you mash the 4, the wheel spins, and we get to see what God has done for you. It's not 4, and it's not 4, but it's for you. Press the 4.
Okay.
Ding!
Forever.
Yes. God has forgiven you. He's prepared a place for you, and you get to stay there forever.
Sweet.
Elevator to heaven, going up.
Man, if Lonnie gets on base right here, bases loaded for Mr. Clutch himself.
Did you say if Lonnie gets on base? He has walked every time. Have you seen his strike zone? I mean, it's. I'm just saying, you're gonna get on base. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
It's gonna be your time,
Yep.
Mr. Clutch.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Hey, Ben, son, hey, listen, if we're gonna make it to Bible class on time tonight, we've got to leave right now.
Oh man, you
Right.
know we went
Hit 'em
into
hard,
extra
Travis.
innings. I forgot. I've got Bible class to go to, man.
Hey,
it's gonna be your time.
You
your
can't
time.
do this. You cannot leave right now. You're Mr. Clutch. He's about to have the bases loaded. We're gonna win this game.
And you're gonna be able to take care of it.
Dude, you know
'Cause
I'm not that guy.
I've got a commitment, and I'm gonna be at worship
if you
tonight.
leave right now, you might not have a place on this team.
Yeah, I might not.
So there's a beautiful frost on the ground. The sun was just coming up. There was a low hanging mist. And then this beautiful creature walked out in the early morning sun. And I shot it, folded it up like a church check. It was awesome.
See that coming.
Oh man, these shrimp are delicious. This buffet is amazing. By the way, did you hear the sound that buffet made when it saw Derek walk in the door? It went, incredible.
Man, guys, I just got back from the buffet line, and there was a World War II veteran in line.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
It was awesome. He shared just like 2 stories with me, and it was phenomenal. No tell. I mean, it was
Straight up soldier.
Yep.
Oh, those
Boy,
guys are amazing.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Look, I never even was in like the Boy Scouts or anything.
You know, I thought about joining like the ROTC at my school, but I don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
I played Call of Duty.
I've never played Call of Duty.
Hey, listen, fellas, we are glad that you came in today. We're so glad. I hope you're enjoying your buffet. Hope it's going well. Look, I don't know if you saw the sign on the door. It isn't all you can eat buffet, but there is an hour time limit. And you guys have been here for 2 hours. I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to have to charge you double because, well, you've been here 2 hours, and as you can see, you've eaten a lot of shrimp in that time. So, look, I need you guys just to think it over a minute. I'm going to come back with your checks, but sorry about that. So I'll be back in a minute.
I had a coupon. What am I going to do?
I don't have enough money.
Hey, Rick, Bobby, you know I'm good
Guys,
for it.
I've got no money. I didn't come prepared.
Hey, I'll fake a heart attack. You guys go out the back door.
We can't do that.
Sorry.
Listen, we got to come up with something.
What are we going to do?
I guess we'll have to wash dishes.
I've got
Washing
Oh, he's
dishes.
back, he's back.
Yeah. I hear you guys struggling over it, and it's true. You were going to have to pay double, but there was a gentleman, as he was leaving, he was wearing a World War II hat, and he said that somebody was really kind to him in the line. He appreciated what you guys do, and he paid for all of your buffets, double time. He took care of all of it, and so you guys are good to go. Hope that you enjoyed your time with us, and we hope you'll come back.
Oh, wow.
That must have been the guy that you talked to.
It had to have been. Had to have been him.
Man, in what kind of world will someone like that pay for guys like us? Man, that monster truck rally was off the chain.
I can't hear yet. Wow, it's so loud in there.
I know, right? I mean, you just shoot off that dirt and cop Howie.
Put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Well, don't rob us.
Shoot us, don't shoot us.
I'm not going to rob you. I'm here to tell you about your car warranty. And you will listen to me People hang up on me. They make fun of me. They use me in skits. I am tired of this behavior, so you will listen to me as I tell you about your car warranty. What is the make and model of your car, sir?
Okay, we'll listen to you, but I think you may want to listen to us because we've actually got a better warranty.
You do not have a better warranty.
Our warranty lasts forever.
Okay, maybe better. Tell me about the warranty.
Hey, tell them about being a Christian. Tell them about going to church.
Okay, so church. Derek, I'll be honest, I haven't been to church in like a year and a half. I haven't been to church. I tune in, I'm in my recliner, it's right there on my cell phone and my lap so that I've got a clear view of the 80-inch plasma football TV on the wall watching the game. But hey, I'm squared away, I'm tuned in, I take communion. It's a Pop-Tart, but it's a grape Pop-Tart. If you melt the grape inside.
Can't do that.
Okay, all right, I'm doing the best I can. Okay, we've got Bible class. Derek, tell me about Bible class.
We go to Bible class. We go to Bible class every week. And on our phone, I've got I got the Bible app on there, and the teacher thinks I'm looking at the Bible, but I'm really looking at TikTok videos.
Whoa, wait a minute.
And Insta-face chat.
Wait a minute. You are at the assembly, and you're not paying attention. You're looking at the TikTok video, and you don't even go, and you think you can tell me something about a warranty that lasts forever? I've got some news for you two guys.
No, don't kill us.
Shut up. You are already dead.
I just wish I had some energy. Just wish I could feel like doing something. I mean, my giddy up and go has got up and went.
Do you wish you had some energy? Do you feel like you could do something? Did your giddy up and go got up and went? Well, do we have the solution for you? Try this little pill, Vaxify.
Vaxify, recently tested on a dead capuchin monkey with no side effects whatsoever. In human trials, side effects have been rashes, hives, Tourette's-type reactions,
Go Vols!
tardive dyskinesia,
What?
the Jimmy leg. Vaxify, only use as directed.
Wish I could make some friends. I wish I was cool. I wish I could fit in somewhere.
Do you wish you were cool? Do you wish you could fit in somewhere? Do you want to make friends? Well, do we have the sin for you? Try this sin right here and you could experience euphoria. You could be the life of the party and you could hang out with a worldly crowd.
Sin, never successfully tested in any human trials. Sin, repetitive occurrence will sear the conscience, leading to guilt and eternal separation and eternal damnation. Do not use as directed.
All right, gentlemen, I hate to pull you away from your principalities and those other things that you're doing, but there's been a lot of turmoil on the planet. We've got a war about to start. We've had the pandemic, and there's been some concern. There's no worry in heaven, but there's been some concern that the plan has gotten off track. Let me assure you that there's nothing off track here. The Messiah came to the world. He was crucified, he was buried, he arose, and he ascended back to heaven. And just before returning to heaven, he told his apostles to make disciples who make disciples to make disciples to make disciples. And there's been an uninterrupted chain from that time. What?
I'm going to need you to explain this to me like I'm 5 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
A person tells a person who tells a person who tells a person. That's how the gospel is spread. Person to person to person to person. Okay?
Sure.
All right, so
Listen, from the beginning of time, you know that he's used us. He's used the angels to carry his message. He's used the angels to take care of whatever stuff he needed. And he's done that from the beginning of time. And you're telling me the most important message that can ever be taken, he's trusting the humans?
Okay, listen. He's used us to make some birth announcements. He's used us to wipe out some civilizations. He's used us to help with some prophecies. He's used us to help with the transmission of the written scripture through the Holy Spirit. But no, never has a celestial being told a human how to be saved. And by the way, the first time you encounter a human, what do you have to start out with?
Do not
be afraid. Yes, it scares them to death. So a human tells a human, who tells a human, who tells a human, who tells a human, and that's the plan of salvation.
I'm sorry, listen, I know I missed the last meeting and all this has probably been discussed, but it doesn't sound like we're really involved in this per se. It's just up to the humans.
Okay, yes. See, no celestial being has ever told anybody else the gospel. An angel told Paul, or the Lord told Paul to go to see Ananias, but nobody's ever gotten the plan of salvation from anybody except a human. Disciples make disciples who make disciples who make disciples who make disciples.
So the plan is absolutely, completely, 100% dependent on humans?
He can be taught, yes. That's what I'm telling you, and there's nothing to worry about.
Hey, if the humans don't do their job, what's the other plan?
Well, if the humans don't do their job, there is no other plan.
Choose your character.
Hey, Ma, I'm down in the basement. I'll be up for a supper in a second. I'm playing moral combat, trying to fight sin and temptation.
I am sin and temptation. Fight me, lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life.
Let's go through the characters here. Average Christian, select.
I'm just the average Christian. I have no superpowers other than 1 Corinthians 10:13.
Deselect, rotate. Let's select.
Hey, I'm Ralph. I'm all about tolerance and acceptance. Just kind of go with the flow with worship styles, and we're all going to the same place, right?
Deselect. This character is not enough. Rotate. Pharisee Phil. Select.
I'm Pharisee Phil. I'm all about rules and regulations, and I get my powers from comparing myself to other people.
All right, that's my guy. Okay, let's go. Fight.
Fight me, lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life.
I'm better than you, and I'm better than you, and I'm better than...
Game over.
All right, the rest of you guys go to bed. Creasy Hayes, I need you to stay here a minute. You're my team captains. All right. I know when I recruited you two guys and asked you to be on my travel basketball team, that I promised they would be Friday, Saturday tournaments only. Okay, you're my team captains. Who knew that Wazowski was going to blow his ACL and throw us into the loser bracket the first game Friday night? But we've scratched and clawed our way out of the losers bracket, and we're in a championship game. Tomorrow, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Now, Hayes, I've already called your parents. And I said, look, and they said, oh, Benjamin makes his own decisions. Benjamin has his own commitment. You'll have to leave this up to Benjamin. So I'm leaving it up to Benjamin. But you got a C on your jersey. You're my cat. Creasy, can you do something with him? I'll leave you to it.
You know I've made that commitment. You know that's a part of it.
Yeah, and he made a great point. There's a C on your chest that also stands for commitment. You're a captain on this team.
I may be a captain, but I've made a commitment to church. I've made a commitment that I'm going to be there with my family. You know that.
Last year we made the championship game and we lost. This is a chance at redemption. If you leave, we might lose this championship.
Yeah, we might.
Ow, that hurts.
Well, no one said this was going to be painless. After all, it is a transformation.
I'm falling apart.
No, you're not falling apart. You're not broken. Listen, you're falling into place.
Can you fix me?
Well, you're not broken. You have an image inside of you that we're trying to get to. We want you to be more like the image that you were designed to be instead of the image that you're trying to force yourself to have. Hey, you know this secret sin that you carry back here, you know you can't continue to carry that. You know it has to go, right?
I just feel like I've let you down.
Oh, you never holding me up. Well, let me rephrase. You don't support me, I support you. Now, yeah, there were times when you were disobedient, you weren't submissive, trying to force yourself into another image. Yeah, in those cases, you were holding me up from the progress.
How long is this going to take?
How long will this take? Well, that's a good question. You know, for some, it takes a lifetime. But you know what we could do? Instead of trying to start from the outside, working our way in, we could start from the inside, work our way out.
That sounds all so sudden and dramatic.
Maybe so. You wouldn't believe the difference.
What's the difference?
It's really not that complicated. The difference is you having a desire and me being able to break your heart.
Hey, let's make a line here, please. Orderly line. Come. Yeah, I noticed you read our sign. We are surveying the city, and we're trying to find the kind of people Jesus was looking for. So I need you to step forward, state your name, and any problem you might have. Yes, sir.
Jesus people, right? I'm in the right place.
Yes,
Hey,
you are. We're looking for people.
Yeah.
Say, what's your name?
Oh, sorry, I'm not good with directions. Travis.
Okay, and what's your problem?
My problem is I don't have any problems.
Let me look up at the manual. People with no problems. Tell you what, you need to go to the back of the line. I gotta sort some stuff out. Thank you very much. Next, please.
Name's Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I've been struggling with addiction for a long time.
Okay, now some people, when they struggle with addiction, it's a secret thing. Have you been trying to overcome it and reaching out for help?
Yeah, I have been. I mean, I've reached out everywhere. I've tried to do all the right things, but I just keep
You
messing
willing to
up.
be repentant and surround yourself with community?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the kind of people we're looking for. Go right on in there. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you.
Just a second, buddy, just a second. Okay, you got the cherry case out of the way. Now it's my turn, right? I mean, come on. Let's
Okay, so you've discovered you have a problem.
Me? A
Yeah.
problem? Come on. The problem is you let him in before me.
No,
Come on
the
now.
problem is you're not listening to me. Go to the end of the line. Next, please.
My name's Rick.
Hi, Rick.
I feel unfulfilled. I feel like a bucket with no bottom.
Oh, wow, that sounds like a great skit sometime. And what'd you say your name was again?
Rick
Shots?
Shots.
Rick Shots. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so this unfulfilledness, would you like to surround yourself with community and realize what your real purpose in life was?
Oh, that'd be great.
Hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments. I think you're a perfect candidate. Go right inside.
Hey, what's that right there? So I'm back.
Yes, back to the end of the line. That's exactly where you are. Back to the end of the line. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, my name is Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Listen, man, people just get to me sometimes. I really tend to hold on to grudges. just the people who've said things or done things and the way I've interpreted it, and the preacher, sometimes I feel like he's just speaking right at me. And the elders, they even done some things that I felt that they should have done.
Okay. So here's what we've discovered over the years. People can learn to forgive after they learn they've been forgiven. Why don't you go in there and see our counselors? Very good.
All right,
Next,
buddy,
please.
one more time.
Hey, I have had all I can take of you. That's it. I can't handle you anymore. Now, I'm going in. You got a problem with that?
Sir, no problem at all. That's perfectly fine. I didn't get his name, but he may be a bus driver or an elder one day. Who knows? All right.
Can you believe that guy? I mean, come on. If you're going to let that group in, move out of the way, man.
So you think you're that much different than that group?
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, and you're
all that
absolutely correct. You see, you think Jesus needs you. They know they need Jesus. I'm so glad you guys came up here together to visit our lovely campus. We don't get a lot of students who visit Fried Faulkner Harding University. Couldn't leave anybody out. It's your heritage. See how I work that in there? Anyway, so I understand that, and I've looked through your files, and it's quite amazing. It is, Michael, you're quite the academic powerhouse, and you really know this guy?
Oh, Ben? Oh, yeah.
Benjamin, yeah. So you guys are gonna come to this school together and be roommates?
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, you ever been to a big city and they have the HOV lane where you have to have somebody in the car to ride in that lane?
Uh-huh.
You know how some people get like a dummy and put it in the front seat?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be pretty good advice for your roommate there. See, Ben, look, I've looked through your stuff, and I'm just not sure that if you got into our college that it would do you much good. Michael, what'd you make on the SATs?
SAT was a 1286.
You can get 4 digits on that? Wow, you are smart.
What'd you make on the ACT?
29.
See, Mr. Hayes, your ACT, you outlined a sailboat.
And it looks mighty fine, too.
But that's not what the bubbles are for. They don't make shapes. Michael, what was your GPA?
3.92.
I might as well ask you your shoe size. I mean, it's unbelievable. Michael been in college prep classes since the 7th grade. He's got 2 academic scholarships. He's got an athletic scholarship. And Ben, your lackluster performance, I mean, even if you came to, Michael's gonna walk out here with a degree. He's gonna walk out of here with a degree and debt-free, and you might get out of here with a general studies ed thing, and you'll be up to your eyeballs in debt. Listen, I don't wanna discourage you from this opportunity, but I just don't think there's anything I can do for you as it.
Well, what is that?
Well, I hadn't really looked through your file, and I've got this letter.
Is it a consonant or a vowel?
It's got lots of consonants and vowels. It makes words and sentences. Do you go to Highland Park Church of Christ?
That's right.
Is there a Mr. McFarland who worships with you?
Sure is.
McFarland Industries Limited.
That's it.
This guy's a self-made millionaire. And what he's done is he set up an endowment and said that any of the students from his church who want to go to college, he'll pay for it.
Wow.
Ben,
That's me.
there's no way you should be able to go to college, but you're going, and you're going absolutely free. Congratulations.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
Man, in what kind of world would someone like that pay for a guy like you? Hello. I'm Nigel Preacher, spiritual observer. Make sure to tune in on next week's episode. We'll be discussing the top 3 recipes for homemade unleavened bread. And there may even be a gluten-free surprise. But on this week's episode, today we are going into Nigel Preacher's Special Species Museum. I have some magnificent finds for you today. Now, we're all familiar with the great North American Bible-belted smo. That's right, the Sunday morning only Christian. Yes, he wanders into his environment looking for the perfect spot on the back pew and will become very agitated very quickly if his spot has been taken. Oh yes, and once he gets settled, always brings his Bible. Usually will have his trusty bookmark, which today appears to be the Golden Corral gift card. Yes, wonderful. And they can barely make it through an entire sermon. They become very weary very quickly. A unique species for the smo. Now, I have also discovered and put into my museum, very similar to the smo, the North American smoo. That's right, the Sunday morning online only Christian. Oh yes, we thought these did not exist for the past couple of years, but due to technology and the IP address, we've tracked them down and they have drastically multiplied in the past 24 months. Oh yes, very content in their environment and their recliner and their cozy bunny slippers. Oh my.
Gladys, I got the split screen on. I got the preacher on the right side and I got the ball game on the left. How do I mute the preacher?
You've already started the service?
Yeah.
Have you taken the Lord's Supper yet?
Oh, hang on just a minute. I hate opening these things. Done.
Oh yes, very unique species there. Oh my. And one of my greatest finds, I say, if you see one of these at church, you might as well get out your camera. You might also see Bigfoot. This here is the CEO in the church. That's right, the Christmas and Easter only Christian. And be careful, if he sees his shadow, he might also show back up for senior night. Oh yes.
Dear elders, have you ever considered combining Christmas and Easter services? All of this going back and forth between services is killing me. Signed, Anonymous.
Yes, the authentic trademark of a CEO. Oh yes, I have some magnificent finds, although some have disappeared from the church, some have multiplied. Although they have some similarities, they also have some unique characteristics, such as you may notice that species will respond to an auditory signal sometimes, and these species will respond appropriately with a migratory response when they hear a certain auditory signal. Let me demonstrate. As we stand and sing.
Touch that! Praise the Lord.
Happy Easter.
Oh, look, there it goes, off to feed at the Golden Corral.
Choose your character.
Ma, I'm still in the basement. Give me a sec. I'm still playing Mortal Kombat, trying to defeat sin and temptation.
I am sin and temptation. Fight me. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life.
All right, here we go. I don't want this guy. Rotate. There we go. Select.
All right, it's tolerance time. No rebuking sin here. Let me just love you to death. Come here, bro.
Right.
Oh, you're harsh and my mellow, bro.
If you won't stand for something, you will fall for anything.
Game over.
What did I do with that wrench? Where is that at? Oh man, I've been stung by a bee. I'm allergic to bees. I'm allergic to bees. I can't breathe.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I can't breathe.
You can't breathe? Oh, are you choking? Oh, you need the Heimlich.
What's going on here?
Bees.
He's trying to spell something.
Bees.
Is he dyslexic?
Dyslexic, grab his tongue.
No, he's not epileptic. He's anaphylactic. He's allergic to bees. He needs an antidote.
An antidote? Well, what if I were to tell you in 1961 a Billy had a basket full of eggs?
No,
Inside that basket-
not antidote, antidote.
Oh,
Great, I think we've lost him. Hang on, let me call 911. Yeah, listen, we're having an emergency. We think our friend may be dead. She says make sure he's dead.
Okay. All right.
She hung up on me, that's right, she won't talk to me.
well, guys, you know what we have to do now. Time to harvest the organs.
Yeah, let's see what.
Hey, Ben, I wouldn't touch that link.
Oh, guys, I've been bitten by sin. What do I do?
Cover it up. Cover that up.
Cover it up.
You want to hide that and tell no one. Don't tell
hide it up.
anybody. Yes.
Hide it.
Oh, hey, don't tell anybody. Don't even tell your parents.
Keep it covered up.
Should I pray about it?
No, you can't pray. You can't take that to God. No. We don't go there. Listen, that sin's pretty bad. Tell you what, you might as well just go ahead and give up now.
The only thing worse than bad medical advice, bad spiritual advice.
It is me, Rico. Yes, do not adjust your eyes or the television's hanging from the ceiling. It is not Bruno. It is your old pal Rico. And trust me, everyone talks about Rico. It's good to be back, my friends. You know, it's so good to be back, but I am reminded it has taken so much to get here. There have been so many people who have been frustrated about so many things in our world. Am I right? So much frustration. And we have had so many letters that have been written to our team about individuals' frustrations in the world and what they are going through. And tonight, I want to share with you some of these letters, and I believe we may be able to empathize with them. Let us begin. Letter numero uno. Dear Rico Suave, this is me. My parents recently made me attend a course on positive thinking, and it was so lame. It's very sad, but letter numero dos, it says, Dear Rico Suave, this is me. I've been working from home for the past 2 years. My wife has been nagging me every day and tells me I have developed some very bad habits. My wife recently told me I have 2 big faults. I do not listen to her, and something else. Letter numero tres. Oh, this one got to me. I have recently tried to help my grandfather. He gets on my last nerve. He told me that he could not print from his computer. And I said, it's easy, just Control P. And he said, I have not been able to do that for years. Oh. This gentleman here says, Dear Rico Suave, this is me. I recently decided to leave my home and venture out and to visit the nearby county fair. I entered the line for the Guess Your Weight contest. After standing for a very long time, I reached the carny and he said, well, that was about 45 minutes. Some of you youth ministers explain that to your group in the morning. Dear Rico Suave, this is me. We have lost some very important celebrities in the past couple of years. I learned that when they buried the guy who invented the game of Tetris, the entire cemetery disappeared. You know, that also reminds me, did you hear that the man who came up with the song, Zehoke Pokey, he also passed away? Yeah, it's very sad. You know, as they were carrying his coffin down to the graveside, one of the pallbearers stumbled and his right arm popped out. And they put it back in. And that's when the trouble started all over again. It's very sad, the frustration that we've been through. I want to remind you the powerful words of Paul when he said, I have learned that whatever state I am in, to be content. And also remember, if you are frustrated, the very powerful words, be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. And that's what it's all about.
Man, second freshman year is going to be off the chain. It's going to be awesome.
Well, finally, we get to be in your class.
Yeah,
So
man,
here we
I
are.
can drive. I know all
awesome.
the rules of varsity sports. You guys just hang out with me. We'll get this done, guys.
The girls, I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Time! Come on, Travis. Your time's up.
Guys, senior year, can you believe we've already made it to senior year?
How crazy is that? Time just flies by.
It does,
Hey,
it does.
you know, that senior trip, we've got to make that happen. I mean, we've got to make it happen.
Cannot wait. That's
know
going
it.
to be awesome.
What?
It's gonna be.
I know you're thinking it.
Yeah, I know.
Christmas break. We haven't even made it to Christmas break
Look,
yet.
it's going to be awesome when we get there.
Time! Come on, Rick. Your time on earth is over.
Wow. We're already here. Can you believe it?
It seems like just yesterday we were moving into the dorm together, you know?
Now we're graduating, and you, my friend, are about to get married. Isn't that awesome?
Getting married. You know, I was talking to Beth just last week, and we said, you know, Ben's involved in the church, and here we are getting married, starting our lives together. We need to start going to church.
Man, that's awesome. That's
we
a
need to get
great
involved.
decision.
Time! Come on, Michael. It's time for you to enter eternity.
Ninth grade year, we lost Travis. Senior year was Rick. And then there was Michael. He was going to get his life right. He was going to make things right. He was going to start coming back to church and getting involved. And I don't understand it. But I guess it's true what they say. You never know when it's your
Time!
All right, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's getting serious up there. The Christians are gaining momentum. Hey, by the way, I don't know which one of you came up with that worldwide virus thing 2 years ago. Brilliant, by the way.
Rainmaker.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, shutting the churches down, keeping the kids out of Bible class, that was perfect. But if you hadn't noticed, they're meeting again, not working. All right, we got to come up with something else. I need your best ideas, best solutions. Somebody else, please.
Hey, let's tell them there's no evidence.
No evidence. Did I just hear that?
That's great. I love
Have you not been on the YouTube? Okay, just YouTube. Atheist debate versus Christian. Who's that skinny guy that talks on the YouTube there? He's always like, he just shuts them down. There's so much evidence for a creation, it's not even funny, okay? I heard something recently. It was something about this lady with a giant eyeball caused a nuclear explosion with her brain.
No, I don't believe you understood what he was talking about. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea. Come on.
What is it?
I got it. You guys ready? Here we go. We tell them there's no hell. There's no hell.
Yeah, may sound good from the
punishment.
surface. Yeah. I know one of you wise guys are thinking it. Let's just go ahead and say it.
Yep.
Where are we?
In a staff meeting.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No
Proves
hell.
it right there.
No hell. Come
All
on.
right.
I'm pretty sure I said your best ideas. Think.
Wait a minute. What if we were to convince them that there is no heaven? How about that? How about we convince them there's no heaven?
Tell them there's no heaven, huh?
Yep,
Almost
that's
the
it.
same as your little friend here just said. That's too easy. We believe in that stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
Not gonna work. It's too easy.
Think.
Sir, I've got it. Let's tell them there's no hurry.
No hurry.
No.
Wait. Tell them there's no hurry. Excellent.
Well, gentlemen, it's good to see you. Both of you come highly recommended for this job. Now, the job pays $20 an hour. You sure you still want you're in?
I am totally.
All right, there's just a few formalities that we have to get out of the way. And this is going to be a weekend job primarily, okay? It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So are you okay with that, Mr. Hayes?
I am absolutely good on Friday and Saturday. Sundays, I have a prior commitment. That's where I'm going to be each Sunday. I'm going to be at church with my family.
So you can't work on Sundays, what you're saying?
No, I just want to work on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay. Mr. Creasy, how about you?
Boss man, you write the checks, I'll show up. You just tell me when to be there.
That's what I want to hear. You're saying Friday,
Yep.
Saturday,
Yes, sir.
and Sunday.
Of course.
No Sunday. Okay. I'll tell you what, I've got to get with my boss. Let me run this past him, and we'll give you guys a call probably tomorrow morning, okay?
Excellent.
All right. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Hey, appreciate it.
Okay, we're going to have this conversation again.
Yes, we're going to have this conversation again. You know I have a commitment.
All of our classmates would give their right arm for this job. All the benefits that come with it, you're just going to look your nose up. Come on.
No, I'm doing that because I have made a commitment that I'm going to be somewhere with my family, with my church family. I'm going to worship on Sunday, and I'll pass up that job if I have to because I want to be there with them. It's my choice.
You sound like a fool for Christ.
Yeah? Well, whose fool are you?
Choose your character.
Ma, I'll be up in a sec. I'm still playing Mortal Kombat trying to defeat sin and temptation.
I am sin and temptation. Fight me, lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life.
Okay, here we go. This is all I've got. Average Christian, select.
Average
Fight.
Christian. All I've got, 1 Corinthians 10:13.
Escape. 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 Excellent. No. I'm going to be fighting sin and temptation the rest of my life.
But if I keep fighting, escaping is winning.
You guys hear that noise?
What is that?
Help me up here. Help me up here.
What do you see?
I can see the governor's palace from here.
You can?
Yeah. Pilate is on the porch.
Pilot?
Yeah. And there's a guy in a purple robe.
A purple robe?
Yeah,
Who would be in a purple robe? That's Jesus. Jesus is in the
Jesus
purple
is
robe.
on the with Pilate?
Yeah,
There's no way.
What's he doing up there?
What's going on?
Hey, who's Jesus?
You don't You don't know who Jesus is?
I was transferred to this prison. I'm not from here.
He's like rumored to be like this prophet, priest guy.
I mean, he did miracles and all these things that people saw, and they talked about him, and everybody's talking about him. I can't believe you haven't heard of him.
He did miracles?
I don't know if he did any miracles, but he never did any wrong.
And he's up here in the Romans, and oh man, I see some guys from the Sanhedrin. They're like working they're doing something with the crowd. Pilate's doing this. He's quieted the crowd.
What's he saying?
I can't hear what he's saying, but he's asking, Barabbas! They
yelling.
scream, Barabbas! Barabbas! Oh man, no, he's got them quiet again. Now it's crucify, crucify. They're just chanting, crucify, crucify.
What is crucify?
Crucifixion, the Romans didn't invent it, but they perfected it.
I mean, and people hang on the cross and they're there without their clothes on, they're in shame and
they drive nails through your wrist and nails through your feet, and you suffocate to death.
This is one of the worst things.
Oh, it's
that anybody can
unbelievable.
It's like, quick.
No, they hang there for hours.
About 8 to 10 hours, and if you don't die by
Everybody gets the law. Everybody gets the law. Barabbas, get up here. Barabbas, get up here. Get up here. And Barabbas, I knew I'd have to do some horrible things as a Roman soldier. I never thought I'd have to do anything this horrible. You know that insurrection you were part of? 2 of my best men were killed during that insurrection. I promised their families I would be there when you were punished. I promised I would help punish you. But now I've got to break that promise to them. I can't believe I have to do this to murdering scum thief like you. Barabbas, you're free to go.
What kind of world would someone like Jesus die for someone like you?
Wrap it up. Thank you guys for your attention and participation. Let me tell you who our guys are. Over here is Michael Rosenblum. He's a deacon at the Maysville Church of Christ. Also, his family is in a 4th or 5th generation realty service. Ben Hayes, you've heard him speak. He's the minister at the Highland Park Church of Christ.
In Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
In Muscle Shoals, Alabama, regardless of what Dale Jerkins tells you. Rick Schatz is an elder at our church. He was a part of the original SWAT team back in 1987. Travis Creasy, Bible teacher and the pulpit minister at the Riverside Church of Christ. And then Derek Horst, also a member of the original team back in the 80s. He is a retired paramedic and now is the safety guy at the Target Distribution Center. And I'm Lonnie Jones. I'm a licensed counselor. We thank you for your attention. God bless.
Let's hear it one more time for Rick, Derek, Travis, Ben, Lonnie, and Rico, the SWAT guys. Thank y'all.